When you're able to go full scorched earth policy on everyone, you... Yeah. Like, I think... If it was purely just only down to, battles... But actually, you know what? Releasing a country, as much as it kind of sucks... I think we'd want to release a country that, you still would not even be happy with this. We want to release a country like this that's completely already encircled by our own units. So we give up these two countries and this territory to Great Horde. I mean, it sucks. But because right now we can't get any more war score from battles, we can only get war score from occupations. And the amount of enemy troops that are just in the country, it's too much to actually, like, deal with. They would eventually overrun us. Like, they have more men now than they did at the beginning of the war. Even though we've killed over half a million enemy troops. That's about a 2-to-1 casualty ratio, which I think is pretty good. We also have no manpower. So, I think we'd end up just kind of fighting a losing war. Is there anything... I mean, they want this released. Okay. I mean, it's a little bit stinky, and by that I mean it's very, very, very stinky. The bean has now gone neutral. Send these troops here. You go here, you go here. We're at 999. It's August. I mean, I should have actually upgraded our military tech a lot sooner than this, but there we go. How many points do we waste on that? I don't know, to be honest. We also need a new advisor. Anybody cheap? You're cheap enough. We're making basically no money. Bean is defecting. I mean, they still have cores here, so I mean, we can core this. We can just take Transylvania back at some point. Like, it's not a big deal. We do need to go down here, kill off these guys. We're not going to demand... We're not going to give up the territory, Austria. Yeah, now these guys, the people who are in the coalition, don't really care about our aggressive expansion as much anymore. Get a royal marriage with Muscovy. I don't think Muscovy's ever going to say yes to that. We own more than half their country. Oh yeah, there's also no infantry in this army. It's just pure artillery pieces. So, yeah, you go here. That seems okay. Oh no, this is bad. This is a bad battle. I mean, is it? Yeah, no, we're actually gonna win. Even though we lost, like, all of our units. Actually, are we gonna win, or are we all gonna die? We're either all gonna win or we're all gonna die. Okay, we technically won with an army. There's literally nobody left in his army. They all died. But that's okay. Split you off like this. Get our navies back together. And protect trade in the Baltic. Yeah, that's what this area is called. What a, Yeah, you come down to here. Is this... We actually never even cored this land. It got occupied too quickly. But overall, even though we did lose a little bit of territory, I still think that's about royal marriage with France. We're allied to France. No, we already have a royal marriage with France. Let's get our alliance back up. I think they said no to joining in our coalition war. But even then, like, that's a problem of fighting against the HRE, right? Because they have so many tiny states that it's just a pain in the ass. But we also have, like, no man. We really need to get our manpower up and running. God, the music, though. The music, though. Okay, we can recruit, like, another 20 units. Extreme Polish inbreeding? Now you're speaking my language. God, the music fucking... It slaps. It's so fucking good. We can boot some of you. Boot you, you're not that great. And boot you, you're not that great either. We'll keep out these 5. Sign a 5-2. And what we need is we need manpower. How many troops do we need? We need 49,000. It's a lot. So, you know, let's get some manpower buildings. You fan of sea shanties? You know, I could, you know, go with a good sea shanty every once in a while. Every once in a while, a good sea shanty. Okay, military leader. 1, spread these out more. Followed it up with a disciplined guy. We're making 37 ducats a month. Turn off our forts for right now. They don't really need to be on. Even though there are some separatists around the world. You know, that's... is what it is. Dun 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 dun. Where are you guys gonna rise up? Because you are somewhere over here. You actually, you know, you're threatened by us, but you're not that mad. And again, like, with Transylvania being basically completely encircled by us, we can easily just re-annex this area if we have to in the future. It's not actually that much of a problem. And we want to go free policy available. Do we have free policy available? We have free admin policy? Trade efficiency. It's going to cost us 1 military point. That's fine, actually. Again, we're, what, 19 years ahead of time on military tech? I'm not that worried about it. So, we recruit about 1,000 people per month. We need 43,000, so it's going to take about 4 years in order for our troops to be built up. Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I own Black Flag on the PS4. I never actually played it. Trade development, Transylvania. I don't care about what frickin' Transylvania thinks. So the Ming have announced its arrival. So China over here. I got a fiance. Bachelor hell. I know Bachelor hell very well. Just more manpower. Norway's being in a bad spot. I mean, I still think like a war against Sweden wouldn't even be like a bad thing. I'm glad that most of the HRE doesn't mind us as much anymore. Diplo attack 5 years at a time. Do we need Diplo attack on anything? Let's first try to annex Ryazan. Uses 4 per month. We'll get you going. When are you 34? So 44 years from now, we'll be able to annex you. You know, more of the country is becoming Catholic, which is nice to see. Ryazan actually is taken up to converting their territory quite well. You know, better than I would have originally thought. I'm just like, what do we even do with all this military tech? Or all those military points? Lose 6 ducats. I'm fine losing 6. That's not a big deal. I just don't know what because like we're gonna have so many military points in the future. Like I just don't know what we're gonna do with it all. So global trade is going to show up in 1600. Year 1600, Libya's on an island. Kirkhouse is the highest trade value node in the world. It's definitely not. So I'm guessing this is probably going to spawn in any active trade node. I'm assuming it's probably going to spawn in the English Channel, right? That's got to be the highest value node available. I would have to think. Okay, the rebels actually spawned right on top of our army. You know, that works out well for me. Yeah, well, that's... Sorry to hear about that, Saint Monkey. Yeah, it's not great when people try to, like, gaslight you like that. Heinrich and Darty. I mean, the thing is, we make good money. Like, we're making 57 ducats per month. Yeah, we can definitely afford that expense. And it's like, I would like to train up more units as well. But of course, we have no manpower. We need, well, we need $400 and we need X amount of manpower as well. But again, I think the war we just had was more than acceptable. Okay, it did kind of split up our territory a little bit. Isn't in Bachelor Hell the answer to the previous question? I don't know. I don't know what the previous question was. I think Glasgow is basically the country that solidified the fact that we're going to be fighting a major war. I mean, that's the thing with taking any territory within the HRE. It's going to, yeah, Austrian pretend rebels, they 40,000 men. Like, they should be able to deal with these rebels on their own, but... War score against other religions. No, war score cost might other religions. Actually, is Liège? No, Liège is Catholic. I don't think it would have counted against them. Prestige per development from missionary. I guess we'll go with religious wars. It'll be really good against Muscovy. Have I ever done a face reveal? I don't believe I've ever made a video with my face in it. At least not that I can remember. When can you expect one? Whenever I decide to eventually do like a face cam. If I ever do a face cam, then I guess then. But I don't know what the likelihood of me actually ever doing a face cam is. And you still have more claims. You still have more claims against Muscovy. It would be nice. It'd be nice to maybe take more land here. While the rest... I mean, well, the heat's kind of worn off here. Like, we can take over a lot of Muscovy, basically, for free. Give it to Ryazan, annex it for the future. But, I mean, our vassals do need to get stronger. I don't think I posted my face in the Discord. At least not any of the public chats. Yeah, I don't care if Austria gets mad at us. Austria already has like 1,000 reasons to be mad at us, so it's not a big deal. Provincial unrest. It's a little high, but it's really not that bad. Do you think Austria is ever going to attack us anytime soon? I mean, they have 51,000, 78,000, 104. I mean, the Ottomans would be more likely to attack us. They're claiming our territory. But France, I mean, they should be able to ally us. Brandenburg, can I get my alliance back? Thank you. So, I mean, Brandenburg, France, pretty decent allies. Do I get more man? Honestly, I think we're gonna spend all our money trying to get up more manpower. I think manpower was an issue we're facing, in that big coalition war. Which, if we can avoid that fate again, Would be nice. I do like how there's still just these pretender rebels just hanging out in Vienna. I mean, also looks like France is at war with the British. I think they're probably going to try to take over the rest of the territory they have. Gives you bad juju. We'll move up. We'll move 50,000 men to the Muscovite border. We'll keep a handful of men down here just in case Austria plans something, but I mean they shouldn't. Their capital is being occupied by rebels. So they shouldn't be in a situation where they Serbia's insulted us. I mean, our truce with you expires until 1601. We got, like, plenty of time. A little bit of unrest. I mean, Muscovy's not allied to anybody. I think Muscovy took over... Did Muscovy not actually take any land from... Or Sweden didn't take any land from them? I don't need anybody to join this war. We'll just, like... I don't even know if I need to really even... intervene here. Because they have 23,000 men. It's really not a big deal. So we'll probably fight this one last war, and then we'll probably call it a stream for today. Would be my my guess here. Like a 10 stack. You guys moving your way up north. I mean, what military tech? You're on military tech 11? Muscovy, are you okay? That's like really embarrassing. Okay. France likes us a little bit more. I'm okay with that development. We're already 26% against. Muscovy's already like, I don't want to be in this war. Yeah, we'll get Avantech 16 as well. I'm sure we're probably still the most advanced country in the world, right? Yeah, I mean, like, look at this. We are by far, we're like 16, 16, 16, 14, 16, 15. The closest behind us would probably be the Ming. But, like, we're crushing it, dude. Like, I'm just thinking about this campaign in relation to the Muscovy campaign we did. And just, like, how much different this campaign is from that one. Even though they both start as, you know... I guess Commonwealth is kind of like a major power. Depending on how you want to look at it. But, I mean, Poland was basically... Poland is history's punching bag, right? You come up to Kola, you move here. Yeah, we'll just give Ryzen as much land as we can. Very successful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then we'll do more conversions. That's not actually territory. Yeah, so like Muscovy sent like... They apparently have 29,000 men. I have no idea how the hell that's possible, because I see 5. And if I was to take all this land, you know, let's just say 100 war score worth. Again, nobody really cares. The only one who actually cares would be other, Orthodox countries, and there's really not that many left. Move down here. Oh, there's actually a fort. I was like, why is this one taking so long? It's because it's like an actual fortification. Okay, Muscovy, you're almost at 100%, so... At this point, how did it even get through here? I think actually, no, I think this is an opening right there in Oka. Well, it's not a big deal. Wallachian Separatists have risen up. They've elected Austria as emperor again. Not a huge surprise. And what do you have claims on? You have claims on... Well, first things first, we'll give you claims. That kind of goes without saying. Ryzan. I mean, the thing is... We're in the middle of annexing Ryzan. We're at 20% right now. It's going to take decades and decades. What if I expand Ryzan like more towards this way? No, clear offer. Okay, 91. And then we'll transfer this over to Ryzan as well. And then take 25 bucks, just as like an extra fuck you. Send that demand in. Ryzan gets stronger and stronger by the day. Let's send these troops back into our territory. Muscovy is just so sad. I mean, the bean is just hanging out. We still need another 17,000 men to reinforce. Our truce with you expires in 1603, so it's still got about a decade until we can try to reclaim those territories. But again, like, the amount of people who are actually mad at us doesn't really matter. You're occupied by Cossacks. And Ryzan is just a very big country. But I do think, at least right now, we're just as we're about to enter the 5-hour mark of the stream, it's going to be a good time for us to call it a night. 6:30 p.m. I mean, I actually streamed... yeah, no, that's probably about as well as I wanted to stream. But anyways, have a great night. We'll be streaming, hopefully, tomorrow. I'm just trying to remember... Yeah, no, tomorrow we should be streaming as well. Not a full 5 hours, for sure. But probably maybe like a 2, 3, 4 hour stream, something like that. But for now, have a great night.